Craig, Soul Patrol here, just checking in. I do hope you are well, especially your family and your mother and father. So, if you get a chance, just shoot me a text saying that all is well, and then we'll get together at a later date. All right, Brother Craig, love you, thank you, appreciate you, and hopefully we will be in touch soon. Take care.
That's the voice of one of the greatest athletes and one of the finest people to ever walk the halls of Gonzaga Prep. He was Willie Mays on the baseball diamond and Walter Payton on the football gridiron. Daryl Michael Stevens was not only a giant on the field, but in Gonzaga Prep's 136 years, few have given more to his alma mater, both in time and treasure. The fastest 40-yard dash ever registered at the NFL Combine is 4.22 seconds. Clocked both in high school and in college, Daryl Stevens ran the 40 in 4.3 seconds. A phenomenal student, Daryl graduated from Gonzaga Prep in 1979 with a 3.75 GPA, and 4 years later completed his American Studies degree at Stanford with honors. Math was one of Daryl's favorite subjects. It came as naturally to him as his God-given ability to run down a fly ball in center field. There was beauty and calculation in both, and Daryl made them look easy. On the football field, he led the Bullpups to their first King Bowl, losing the state championship in a heartbreaker 12-7 to Sumner. Drafted by the Pittsburgh Pirates while only a sophomore at Prep, only one ball got over his head in the outfield during his entire career as a center fielder for the Bullpups. But in true Daryl fashion, he ran the ball down and fired a strike from Prep's old center field fence, nailing the runner at home. It was a glimpse of things to come at the collegiate level, as Daryl became the first African-American player to start all 4 years on the Stanford baseball team. Daryl was drafted into the big leagues after high school, and then after each of his 4 seasons at Stanford. 19 of his Stanford teammates were drafted by MLB teams during those years, and Daryl was selected higher than any of them, even John Elway. Daryl was drafted his senior year by the Detroit Tigers in the second round with the 35th pick overall. He helped make Stanford a perennial powerhouse as a strong contender each of his 4 years for the College World Series. Daryl led Stanford in batting his senior year, despite having suffered a severe knee injury the prior year, a nagging injury that ultimately kept him from living out his dream of playing Major League Baseball. Instead, he channeled his competitive fire to be the best version of himself, giving back like no one ever has. Former president of Gonzaga Prep and Daryl's baseball coach, Al Faulkner, summed it up best. In more than 4 decades at Prep, I never saw a better athlete, and there's never been a better friend of Gonzaga Prep than Daryl Stevens. Hard work and dedication are the pillars of Daryl's success as a person, and he used them when he coached baseball at Prep, as well as his powers of persuasion. Remember that old chain link outfield fence surrounding Prep's baseball field? Today, there stands a beautiful permanent outfield wall thanks to Daryl Stevens. If he had a fault, it was the frustration he felt when the other kids didn't try as hard as he did. He owes that uncommon drive to his phenomenal parents, Emma and Michael Stevens. No one is more appreciative of the sacrifices they made than Daryl and his older brothers. Owners of the legendary Mike's Grocery Store on 5th and Cowley in Spokane, the Stevens family lived next door to the store and were dedicated parishioners of Sacred Heart Church, just up the road from the store that Daryl eventually ran for many years after the passing of his parents. Today, Daryl is as active in his community as ever, serving meals for those less fortunate at Thanksgiving and Christmas, taking time to visit his parents at Holy Cross Cemetery, and always checking in on a friend. And he never misses an event, a game, or mass at Gonzaga Prep. Based on percentage of salary, Daryl has given more to Gonzaga Prep than anyone in its history. Loyalty is in his blood, and so is his dedication to the place that helped form the extraordinary man that Daryl Stevens has become. Daryl, you're a blessing to G Prep, and it's an honor to welcome you to the Gonzaga Prep Hall of Fame. From the class of 1979 and Bullpups everywhere, congratulations.